Hi, John Delzell again from Things You Should Know About Medicare. One of the things I'm going to talk to you about is in the background here. I'm going to make myself big so you have to look at my full mug here. But is network steerage. It's a word that I always have a good time explaining it because I've been in the insurance world since 1991. And I've played all the steps in between before being an insurance broker. So I've been along the underwriting lines. I've been around a lot of that. So I always like to tell people what the word steerage means and why they do it. And maybe they're conning you a little bit. I'm going to tell you that. So I'm going to click back again to the steerage. What this means, network steerage, is the practice of directing employees or members on your benefits plan to an in-network provider or in-network doctors, hospitals, or other points of care. A network steerage strategy is crucial for the health payers who are looking to tackle high healthcare costs. Okay, why is this important? I want to tell you why it's important. From a network perspective, the insurance companies are getting the best deal. They're negotiating a price with a provider on their network side. A doctor that signs up for a network side, he's taking a less charge. He might be taking a 30% discount, but he's also getting volume because he puts your name in a book and people look in the book and they're more likely to pick that provider than one that's not listed in the book. Because usually, and I'll talk about a PPO. In a PPO, there's an in-network level of benefits and there's an out-of-network level of benefits. The in-network side usually doesn't have a deductible, and they all can be different, but I'm just going to make an example of this. They might not have a deductible. They might have coverage at 90% or 100% even. But then on the out-of-network side, there's a deductible, maybe a $500 or $1,000 deductible and 70% coverage, okay? Or it's an 80-60 plan. There's different levels of benefits that you can have, but the difference between the in and out of network, those levels of benefits, is called steerage. And I'm going to tell you why. And it's kind of a little thing that actuaries and insurance companies do, and they're laughing all the way to the bank with this. So I'm going to tell you why. I've done thousands and thousands of employee meetings with employer groups, and I've talked to multiple crowds. There's always, and every once in a while, you'll have a person who stands up in the back and that says, you know what, no matter what you tell me, I'm not switching providers, I'm going in network, and I'm doing all that stuff, and they take the PPO plan. Well, those actuaries out there, the thing called steerage, it's called steerage. Steerage is steer you back into the network. They know through their formulas, they're all usually, I don't know if they are, I'm just making this up, but they're either, they have a master's degree in statistics and they know how the numbers work. So they can look at their block of business that they have in the insurance company and play with all the numbers and do all that kind of stuff. They can make that percentage on the out-of-network side that the right amount that 95% of the people are going to go in network no matter what. They know over the odds. They played them. They know how to do all that. They set the steerage level at that amount. X amount of people are going to go back in network. No matter what. They know, and they've tricked you. They've given you a plan that says, hey, you have an in-network and an out-of-network level of benefits, but they know 95% of you are never going to go out of network anyway. Because the costs are too limiting on the out-of-network side. You look at it and go, a $500 deductible. Hell, that's a new TV set or this or that. I mean, it makes it very difficult for average Joe to, and I'm average Joe as well, to go out and incur those extra costs just to go see a provider that's out of the network, okay? This is the big catch, though. So a PPO is more expensive than an HMO is, a health maintenance organization, where you go in-network for a level of coverage and there's no out-of-network coverage. PPO, you have 90% or 70%, and you have the ability to go to either. But that steerage has steered, they tricked you. They've sent 95% of you in-network no matter what. Yet they've charged 100% of you people, not you people, an additional charge for having the ability to go out of network, which they're already knowing that you're not going to go out of network. So if you're in a PPO, I don't mean to say that way, but you're paying a little bit more for a plan that you're never going to use the out-of-network level benefits. In a case of emergency, it doesn't really matter. You go to the closest facility, in-network or out-of-network, and it's going to be covered, okay? But in a non-emergency situation, you're going to have to go through a primary doctor. You're going to have to go to a network hospital. You're going to have to do all those things. 95% of you won't go out of network. So keep that in mind. I hope that helps you. Thanks. Have a great day.